Welcome to the Post Credits Podcast, where we talk about movies after the credits roll. My name is Jesse.
I'm Max.
And I'm Jack.
Welcome, Jack, back to the podcast. This is his second appearance. We could not get Logan on the podcast today because of scheduling issues, but we brought on Jack as our replacement host.
Yeah.
So
welcome back to the podcast.
You might remember him from our review of The Running Man earlier in, I think, November of 2025.
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Today, dad pen wordas tatwa Despicable Me fitak Minions e Monstras, which, translated roughly from Minionish, says, today we are reviewing the third Despicable Me spin-off, Minions and Monsters.
I didn't know you were doing that. That was... Wow.
I was like, you speaking Minionese was not something I was expecting.
I thought you were like summoning something.
Well, I was summoning monsters from the movie Minions and Monsters.
From the movie Minions and Monsters.
No way.
So Minions and Monsters is the seventh in the Despicable Me lineage.
I remember when there was just like two.
Yeah, because it started
like way back when.
It started with Despicable Me, and then Despicable Me 2. And then at some point they spun off and did a solo Minions movie because these little yellow creatures named Minions really captured the public's admiration.
Yeah, and I remember the first Minions movie being like the greatest movie when you're like 9 years old.
Old white people on Facebook love Minions, dude.
It's true. It's like the number one demographic.
Yeah.
50-year-old white people who live in like rural South Carolina.
Yeah.
Sorry, are all of your viewers 50-year-old white people from rural South Carolina? Did I just alienate your entire audience? Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Sorry, Charleston's cool.
So, when they did Minions, they eventually came back to do Despicable Me 4, which grossed a hell of a lot of money at the box office. I was not paying attention to that movie at all, but it almost got $1 billion. And so right after that movie came out, they were like, yep, we're doing a third Minions, which shares the name, and I don't know if it's based on, but it's apparently similar to a short film that was included on the special features of the DVD release of Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Oh.
Which was called Minions and Monsters, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know they still did those.
Yeah, well, so the short itself, I think, aired on NBC first in 2021, and then they included it in the special features.
Yeah. I was I can't remember the last time I held a DVD. And I was like, I think that just slipped my mind.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. The movie cost about $85 million, and yeah, now we've seen it. Now we ask the question that we always ask at the beginning of these episodes. And Jack, since you're a number one fan, you know what the question is already.
I'm the number one fan. I already know what the question is.
What's the question? Oh wait, no, I'm a co-host. I should probably know what the question is.
Wow. Fake fan.
How did you guys hear about Minions and Monsters?
How did I first hear about it?
Yeah.
I think I just saw a fucking tweet on Dextero or what, on Twitter. I don't know. I saw something on Twitter and it's like, oh, new. Am I allowed to say bad words?
It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Go back and bleep it. Sorry.
No, you can. You're
sorry,
allowed.
Grandma.
You're allowed.
No, yay. I think I just saw something on Twitter and I was like, oh, okay, new Minions movie, and then it just immediately left my mind.
I heard about it when I was doing a little bit of research for the 2026 most anticipated.
Oh.
Yeah. It
just ends there.
Yeah. Well, so because I look at the release schedule, right, and especially as I'm thinking, because I set a personal goal for myself to watch a movie in theaters every week of 2026. And I have made good on that promise so far.
That's 100 movies.
Yeah. That's it. If you guys watched the spoiler review for the drama, you know that my wallet wasn't very happy with me when that movie came out.
As everybody knows, there are 100 weeks in a year.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hashtag true.
Hashtag true.
Hashtag true.
Those are some facts you're only going to get on this podcast.
Yeah, so when I was looking at the release schedule, I was like, all right, what am I going to have to watch? And what am I excited to watch going forward throughout this year? And Minions 3 stuck out to me constantly as pretty much the only thing that was coming out on the weekend of July 4th. There was one other movie coming out in wide release this week, and that's Young Washington,
Ugh.
which is an Angel Studios movie that I have no interest in seeing.
After working yesterday,
The first time I saw or even heard of that movie was a YouTube ad yesterday. So I don't know how well that's going to do, and I think it was probably the right choice to see Minions instead.
Yeah. I knew I was going to see Minions probably throughout the whole thing, and I was aware of it. I wasn't excited for it. I liked Minions too, but just, I don't know. I wasn't really big into Minions as a concept at that point. And they revealed the name Minions and Monsters in a Super Bowl ad.
Oh, that's right.
I watched the Super Bowl, so I knew, okay, it's Minions and Monsters. There's going to be Minions. There's going to be Monsters.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully.
One would hope.
Yeah.
Maybe they screwed up.
Maybe it's just the Monsters. Maybe it's just the Minions. Maybe it's neither.
So Max, how'd you hear about this movie?
I first heard about this one after I saw Despicable Me 4, which I didn't like very much. And I saw that and I was just like, another one? Like, I was a big fan of the Despicable Me movies as a kid, especially Minions. Like, I watched that on loop when that came out when I was like 9. And then the fourth one, I was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, there's no, like, you can't do any more movies. And then I remember just hearing the third one and then the Super Bowl ad saying it was called Minions and Monsters. I was like, oh boy, here we go. And then, but somehow it's just like, I'd rather see that over Young Washington. So here we go.
I'd rather see anything over Young Washington.
Yeah.
I think.
I worked yesterday and some guy comes up to me wearing like, he literally was dressed like an American flag. And I was like, I think you're a day too early for that.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and he said that one of the theaters was a little warm, which the theater he was in was one of the coldest theaters we had. And he comes up to me and he goes, Are you messing with the AC? Are you going up there are you trying to mess with this movie? Because you know it's true, don't you? And I was like, what?
Was he he was in a huge Minion costume and he was like...
No, I mean he's just like an American flag.
Oh.
He's just like an American flag.
I misheard American flag as Minion.
What?
How'd you hear that?
Jesse, you're hearing what you want to hear.
I've got Minions on the brain.
You've got Minions on the brain.
You got Minions on the brain.
Yeah.
That guy came up to me. He's just like, "You're messing with the auditorium because you don't want to hear the truth." And I was like,
"Oh my god,
buddy!" I looked at him. I was like, "I'm not. I don't care. We'll quote unquote take a look at it." We did not.
I hate Angel Studios.
Young Washington.
Yeah.
What other movies have they made?
Sound of Freedom. Ugh.
Are they the people who are making the new Jonathan Majors movie?
No, I think that's
or is that
them.
Is that Matt Walsh's?
That's Matt Walsh's.
Oh
thing.
god.
Yeah, or Ben Shapiro's thing.
Angel Studios made.
Not after Am I Racist?
Did they do the one movie that showed up on the Oscars a lot that I had never heard of before? That was like Red, Blue, and Freedom or whatever.
I don't think so. They did movies such as David.
Oh no.
King of Kings, the Jesus biopic with Oscar Isaac.
Oh.
Homestead. Truth and Treason, The Chosen, the TV show. They handled the theatrical distribution for that.
I remember that.
The Last Rodeo. And a bunch of other things.
I wonder what that one's about.
It's I don't know. Retired rodeo legend that comes back into the game to do a rodeo.
Yeah. They made the Nutcracker and the Magical Flute. Or no, not the Magical Flute. The Magic Flute.
Oh.
Or that's on their streaming site, I guess? Oh, wow. Oh, they did the Animal Farm. They did the
distributed.
Oh, that's so.
Andy Serkis's Animal Farm.
I see.
Interesting.
Which is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm dying. No need to. So, Minions and Monsters. Do we have anything more to say about Minions and Monsters, or should we jump into the Minions and the Monsters?
What?
What?
No, I have no more opinions, and I'm going to be silent for the rest of the episode.
No.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
Good. Good. Wow. I guess I'll leave. Jesse's dog tried to eat me on the way in. So. Wow.
So the film starts with a frame narrative. We start at a film history museum in which there's a tour happening in which they're looking at all of these important relics from film history. They've got, cameras and The Matrix and George Lucas, who's played in this movie by George Lucas.
No way.
That's wonderful. I love that.
Yeah.
George Lucas would love Minions.
Yeah.
If he thought of Minions first, he would have put him in Star Wars.
That's true. So then the guide walks over to the statue and is like, oh, these are the most important figures in film history. Henry and James.
It's like, I was not taught that at Intro to Film. What's going on? What's going on? Who's Larry and James?
Larry.
Or not Larry.
Harry.
Oh, I thought it was Harry?
Harry.
Oh, I thought it was
Henry. Oh.
I thought his name was Larry.
I thought his name was Harry.
I thought it was Larry.
Henry. We're getting there. See, we gotta learn.
That's how much the movie stuck with me. I remember Larry and James.
Yeah.
Larry.
Also, I don't. It's like, okay, I know. I remember what they looked like.
They look like minions.
I was gonna say, I guess I didn't say their names a lot, but the minions are like, saying their names is the one thing you can understand them saying.
And they speak a lot of Spanish, weirdly enough.
Yeah,
a little bit.
So much Spanish.
I was like, where did minionese come from? Like, I don't know.
The minions, they developed it. They're their own organism, their own tribe.
They're from
The
the
organism.
Iberian Peninsula, I think. Minions
They're from the
originate-
ocean. They started as a single-celled species in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
That would follow the biggest fish. That was lore set up in Minions, 2016.
15.
Heck.
Why do you know that?
No reason.
Meow.
So we are introduced to a different tribe of minions. Like, there's the minions that would serve Gru, but we're introduced to a different tribe of minions, which is how they get past the fact that Minions Rise of Gru ended at the beginning of Despicable Me 1, basically.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, there's different. I guess.
Okay.
I guess they're not the group that was in the first one.
That opens up a whole can of worms as to they say, oh, the minions were in a cave for a while, but if that was only one group of minions,
So what was the other group of minions doing?
Okay, so the idea is...
What big boss were they serving?
The idea is that
I don't
from
know.
a period
I
of
don't know.
time from like 1890 to 1960, the minions were stuck in a cave, conveniently at the time period in which they wouldn't be allowed to serve Hitler
they would not.
because they'd be in a cave.
I'm going on the record. They would not serve Hitler. They would serve Mussolini. Mussolini was so much more of like a cartoonish bad guy, and he would kind of walk around like a toddler who has just shit his pants.
That's the next episode. We're going to be blind ranking fascist dictators.
No, Mussolini. They'd serve Mussolini, but continue on.
So the creator of Minions has said that none of them served Hitler. So
I think. He said, I think.
I think. It was like, what do you mean you
So-
think? Is there like two of them that broke off and did their own thing?
I'd hope not. Yeah. Goebbels was... Goebbels? How do you say his name?
Goebbels?
Goebbels, he was a minion. And Himmler. Himmler was a minion too. That's confirmed.
And that's a fact.
And that's a fact that you're only going to get here.
Yeah.
So they go across to different areas, and they always manage, just like the other group, they manage to always kill their masters. They find this big Cyclops, and they're like, we're going to serve this Cyclops. And there's this one minion, James, who likes to draw. He's a weird one. He likes to draw, and so he fashions these little Lego blocks, and he paints a picture on them, and he's like, "Hey, Cyclops, look at this. It's pretty cool." And the Cyclops is like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna step on it," but then he steps on the Legos, and it hurts, and so he hops around, falls on a mace.
Hilarity.
His hair
Hilarious.
gets lit on fire. It's all great.
But so the family behind us, that was like the funniest thing they've ever seen.
Honestly, it was. I must say that it was a pretty good gag. A lot of like the. I feel kind of stupid saying this, but a lot of the physical comedy in this movie was okay. It was pretty good.
The
Yeah,
Minions have
it was
recaptured
serviceable.
Yeah.
The Minions have recaptured the essence of,
Three Stooges.
Three Stooges. I was thinking Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton.
Oh yeah.
Buster Keaton, who was also in this movie,
Oh yeah.
played by, I don't know, Buster Keaton.
No,
He never talks. He doesn't talk in the movie either.
An AI generated Buster Keaton.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then the Cyclops is like, he gets it all sorted. He's like, oh, this is good. And then he sits down. He gets a stack of Legos up his bum, and then he falls into a pit of spikes. And then there's this one other minion named Henry who's like, oh, that was so funny. That was just grade A stuff. And so he
Yeah.
becomes really good friends with James, and then also this mute minion named Ed.
Oh, so there's
And
not
it's
okay. So
coming.
there's not one named Larry.
Yeah,
I could have sworn there was one named Larry.
There's one named Dick.
Oh yeah,
There
Dick.
is one named Dick.
Dick, who's the boss of the minions.
Yeah, Dick is the boss of this tribe. So the tribe then goes to serve this evil wizard who can summon monsters from his spell book, and he summons. Well, he doesn't summon anything, but the minions summon a cute pink rabbit, which turns evil and starts killing them all, and it vaporizes the evil wizard, and they end up using a counterspell to unsummon it, and that counterspell is in high-pitched minionish Command Z.
Command Z.
Which is funny.
That's wonderful.
That's pretty good.
That was a
Yeah, that was good.
They take the spell book with them as they go along to other masters, including a mummy, who one minion goes to the bathroom in the ancient crypt, can't find toilet paper, so unwraps the entire mummy.
Yeah. Was the mummy played by Lee Cronin in this movie? Lee Cronin's the mummy. Lee Cronin's the minions and monsters.
So the minions are then in the desert, and they're between a rock and a hard place because they don't have any big boss, and they're all gonna die of. I don't know.
Wait, they're between what?
They don't have a big boss.
They don't have a big boss.
They're in between a rock and a hard place.
But I guess they don't really. They can't die. Aren't they like indestructible?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna die, but like, can they die?
No.
No.
See, that's what confused me. Is because the minion was going to the bathroom, but it's like do they even have to do that?
I mean, we do
I don't
see
know.
full minion frontal nudity,
And they don't seem
And
to
they
have
don't
any
got
buttholes.
They don't. Yeah.
They got a butt.
They have
Maybe
a
they
butt,
have-
but they don't have holes.
They got like
have
a
butthole.
like a cloaca,
They,
maybe
they have a tuchus. I don't know what.
Yeah, they.
pinhole.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't
no,
like this
no,
topic.
I don't like.
no minions show hole in this movie, so this gets a thumbs down from me.
Did they give you Papa Minion? They would like.
What is Papa
Papa
Minion?
Minion?
What does that mean?
Like Papa Smurf.
Like a
that's just like-
balloon?
Yeah,
Papa Minion?
Like, poked a needle into a minion and they like popped.
No,
Do you
that's
think they would
that's
do
not
that?
how that that's not how that works.
I don't like
though.
that. I don't like that.
You can't pop a minion. What?
I
You
think
think
you
they
can.
operate on like a
Papa
balloon?
Minion.
What if you pop them like a pill?
Like a pill?
Like you eat them?
Yeah, you eat a minion.
What
Like
if
just
the
swallow
giant?
it?
What if the giant Cyclops ate one of the minions? Would he just like hang out in his digestive tract for 7 years? Like what?
Someone does eat a minion in this movie, and the minion survives.
Who eats a minion?
Oh!
Well, like yeah, I guess, but also
The timing of that.
that would. I guess. Yeah, sure.
So they find this robber that's being pursued by the cops, and the minions.
It's a great train robbery reference.
Yeah, the minions. They beat the cops off of their horse, and then they follow the bandit into town, in which they're on a train, and the train comes through town. It goes off the tracks, and it's going all throughout Los Angeles, and there's this whole wacky chase, and then they get to the end of the chase, and as it turns out, it was a scene from the Great Train Robbery, which was being directed by a guy named Max.
Yeah, that's. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
That's me.
I know a guy named Max.
Max in this movie is played
Who's
by
this guy?
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah. So Max is like
Credits roll.
Credits roll.
Credits roll.
Max is like
Max made this
Max
movie.
is like, we don't have enough money to reshoot that scene, which also it was multiple isolated.
When did
camera
I say
angles.
that?
So
I don't recall saying such information.
so he takes the reel to the Bright Brothers, which are the in-universe stand-in for the Warner Brothers.
Not the
right-
The Wright
the right-
brothers.
The Warner Brothers.
Jesse, you are
The
banished from the podcast. You got a fact wrong.
I'm gonna take my little stick and bindle and
Yeah.
sadly
Yeah,
walk
like
out
that-
of my
like-
own house.
Like that little ant.
Yeah. So they also, and there's a little bit where they take Charlie Chaplin through a bunch of
They
gears.
get Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton. The house falls on him.
Yeah.
The window.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They also do the clock thing where like it like tilts forward and he's like there's a guy like hanging
Yes.
there.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that just registered for me. That's what that was.
Oh
Just
really?
did
I
not
like
notice
noticed it for
that.
a second because I watched that movie like in
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. Yeah, and so Frank and Elward Bright are so happy with the minions in that movie that they're like, we need the minions in every single movie ever.
Minions are
It's
gonna
like
make
the
us
it's
so
like the
much
Universal
money.
execs, pretty
Yes,
All of the
pretty much.
Minions, by the way, are played by Pierre Coffin.
much. Yeah. Also, aren't the execs guy played by Jeff Bridges?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Frank and Albert are both played
That's
by
wonderful.
Jeff Bridges, and they have like a good cop, bad cop thing going on, right? They're both kind of mean, but one of them's mean in a nice way, and the other one's mean in a mean way. So the Minions become a global sensation. They're in a bunch of films, and they're celebrities by like 15 minutes into this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they beat the crap out of like a bunch of Vikings, and I'm just like, how'd they even like rehearse that? Like, what if I wanted another take?
No, dude.
They couldn't.
They couldn't.
They couldn't do that.
You can't recapture that movie magic. They're one take. That's all they do.
The one take
That's-
wonders.
They
That's
give you
also-
one perfect take and then they're done.
That's also a reference to another old movie. I believe it's called The Viking
Oh,
from
No.
I haven't seen it.
1920s.
Vikings should have called it the Vikings because there's multiple Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings and Minions and Monsters.
Well, Richard Fleischer directed a movie called The Vikings in 1958, I think.
Oh, was it a remake?
Like that. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Wow.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Okay, fake fan, dude.
Fake fan.
Okay, just like.
So then sound film comes along, and the Minions cannot do sound film because they speak Minionese. They don't speak regular English.
I had a problem with this because this is very clearly alluding to the what is it, Singing in the Rain, where it's about Hollywood's transition from not sound movies to sound movies. But their solution in that is that they just dub the woman over. It's like they couldn't. I thought that was stupid.
It's like there's no voice actors that can like voice over the Minions.
Yeah, just dub over the Minion with like John Wayne. You know,
there
Yeah.
you go.
just that annoyed me, and that's why I give this movie 0 stars because of the plot hole.
So the Minions get fired, and then James comes up with an idea to make a movie called Minions and Monsters.
That's the title of the movie.
Actually, it's called Minions
Monstrous.
E Monstrous.
So,
Yeah. A lot of the Minions' language is just Spanish. They say a lot of sí and porque and a lot of Spanish words, but mixed in with a healthy amount of gibberish.
Gibberish to you, I can understand them perfectly. And let me tell you, they are not family friendly. They are. These guys swear like sailors.
An NC-17 rated movie.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a NC-17 Minions movie.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be interesting.
Anyway, the leader Dick is like, no, we're not making movies. We're gonna find a new big boss. And Henry, Ed, and James, they go and pitch their movie to Max. And Max is like, this is a great idea.
That's right.
And he gives him a film camera for him to film his films on there.
No way.
And Ed is like, oh, we don't have a monster, but we have a spell book that can summon a monster. Why don't we summon Cthulhu?
As you do.
As one does.
Also, all of the spells to summon monsters are just food.
Really?
It's food?
The spell to summon Cthulhu is like miso soup with whatever.
Oh, yes. You're
I didn't notice that.
I remember.
What happens if they do it at a restaurant? Like, what's gonna come out the food or the monster?
I want calamari, please.
We don't serve calamari. You will.
You will.
Once you get the Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Get the
exactly.
miso soup. Wait, well, no.
No.
So they summon the monster, but the monster is actually very small and is also named Goomy and played by Trey Parker.
Trey Parker.
And Goomy's like, oh, you want to make a movie? Yeah, okay. You know what? We can make a movie. I know some monsters.
We can.
Okay, I could just hear Eric Cartman the whole time he was talking. It was so hard for me.
Goomy goes, we can help you with that. Wink, 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 wink. Just so incredibly not subtle, but they're stupid. So because they're low minion guys.
Yeah.
So the Dick tribe.
Hold on, let's the Dick. Yeah, that's what we're calling them.
So
The
Dick
tribe. Okay, all right.
the Dick tribe, or I mean, we could call them the Richard Raiders. But
Yeah, let's
The
call
Richard-
it. Yeah,
the Richard Raiders.
Richard
I like-
Raiders is
that is
so
a
much
good
better
name.
than the Dick tribe.
So the Richard Raiders have stumbled upon a futuristic robot named Dort, which is, if you know, it's an obvious reference to The Day the Earth Stood Still with its robot Gort.
I did not know that.
Oh, me neither.
That's a great movie.
I thought it was talking about
I've never seen it.
professional basketball player Lou Dort.
Yeah, it's probably it.
Ooh.
It's probably that guy.
Maybe.
He is evil. So
Yeah. Dort is a reference to Gort. They look a little similar. They have a eye visor that is very similar, but no one ever says Klaatu Barada Nikto in the movie, which I thought was a missed opportunity.
That's a missed opportunity.
Klaatu
So that's not Minionese, is it?
No, Klaatu Barada Nikto is the code word from The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh.
It's co-opted in a lot of different media, most notably, in my opinion, Army of Darkness.
Oh.
They do say that in that movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched that movie in a while.
So Dort is played by Jesse Eisenberg, and he's going to invade Earth. So the Richard Raiders are like, oh, this is
The Richard
perfect.
Raiders.
This is perfect.
We want to do that too.
Dort then is like, all right, well, I'll take you to my apartment. And it's like a dingy apartment, and he has a roommate named Clyde or whatever.
I thought his name was Floyd.
Oh, yeah, it was
Floyd.
Floyd.
We're not getting the names correctly.
Roommate named Floyd.
Yeah, speaking of it, Dort's played by Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I mentioned.
Our Jesse.
Oh my God.
Jesse, how was this movie? Did you like being in this movie?
Yeah.
Wow, so cool.
Yeah, Jack's the only one that doesn't have any sort of connection. He's going to have to leave with his bindle
I'm
and
gonna
stick.
have to leave.
Yeah. Or maybe one of the minions is named Jack.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah. They painted me yellow and just kind of threw me in there.
One take wonder.
It's like the thing where it's like, how many times do they pass the basketball and then you don't see the gorilla walk through? But it's me fully nude, painted yellow, during like one of the train scenes where all the minions are going, and then I'm in the background eating a banana.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in this movie. You gotta look extra hard though.
So Dick is like, Dort is the perfect leader of the Richard Raiders. And
The Richard Raiders.
Dort is like, all right, we're finally going to start invading the world. And he goes to a park and he knocks over a kid's sandcastle. And he's like, but then the kid is like, why'd you knock over my sandcastle? You're mean. And he starts hitting him with a shovel. He's like, what the hell? Stop hitting me with a shovel. And so he tries to kick the child. But then who comes to save the day but Zoe Deutsch playing Debbie?
Debbie.
A women's rights activist of the women's suffrage.
Women's suffering movement.
Women's suffering.
The women's suffrage movement of the 1920s. And she's like, oh, no, you can't kick the child, actually. And what I think is the worst scene in the movie.
Yeah, freaking nerd.
Is the scene between Debbie and Dort. And it's like, it writes itself a little later, and Dort got some interesting stuff to do later on in the movie. But
Yeah. But I was about to say, Jack, I heard you sighing like crazy. I looked over and I was just like...
You didn't like the scene?
No, the plot line is boring.
You don't like the robot
You like Dort
getting
and...
into a relationship with a women's suffrage lady?
I just think that
Dort and
shoehorning
Debbie.
in a random romance subplot is completely unnecessary in this movie. I think it makes the movie actively worse and Dort less interesting because it falls into all the same tropes that you'd expect from a romance subplot, not to mention the fact that I think the women's suffrage movement, as it is portrayed in the movie, is giving embarrassingly short shrift. It feels like it's a much more significant part of the movie and is a little bit cast off to the side. And I was a little disappointed by that, I can't lie.
Yeah, it doesn't... Now that I think about it, it's like, we could have just, the movie could have just been, 10 minutes shorter and, the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, no, Debbie.
Yeah.
Give the women's
Debbie.
suffrage ladies something interesting to do, other than...
Yeah.
The only reason the women's suffrage movement is in this movie is to date a man, and this movie does not pass the Bechdel test.
I think that's my biggest issue with it, is that
Yeah,
the
this-
women's suffrage movie... The
women's suffrage movie.
I would love to watch a women's suffrage movie.
Me too.
The women's suffrage movement is, it's entirely second fiddle to the character of Dort,
Yeah.
who...
I guess we don't know if he's a man because he's a robot.
Yeah,
So-
that is true.
I don't know.
non-binary queen.
Maybe this movie is woke. This movie's woke. There are gay minions in this movie. Henry and James are... No, they're not. I'm joking. You don't know?
No,
Jesse
I don't know.
Jesse makes an I don't know face.
I don't know.
They look like historians would call them very good friends.
Call me by your minion.
Call me by your minion name.
I guess. Call me by your minion?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Call minion by your name.
Call minion. Call him. He misses you.
Call
Yeah,
minion.
Come home, minion. We miss you.
He left with his stick and bindle.
The stick and bindle.
I'm a big fan of that stick and
Stick and
bindle.
The stick and
That's
bindle.
So, Goomy then leads James, Henry, and Ed to
Goomy.
this like fortress of solitude in the Antarctic and frees the monsters Phillips and Howard. Phillips is this like shark creature played by Bobby Moynihan.
I love you, Bobby Moynihan. Bobby Moynihan was the best part of this movie.
And Howard is this like squid creature played by Phil Lamar.
Yeah,
And
I was about to say, it's like we're like more than halfway through the movie and finally the monsters show up.
So they want to...
Not a lot of monsters and minions and monsters.
Not enough.
They want to...
0 stars.
They want to destroy the world. They want to take over the world, but they're being forced to be in this movie. And Goomy's like, hey, listen, we're going to use the movie as a front to summon this monster called Irene. Which is also just like, I don't get why they go and do the movie first, because they could have easily just eaten the minions in the cave and summoned Irene from the cave.
It doesn't really make much sense other than like, oh, it's... I don't know, plot convenience, I guess.
I don't know.
It didn't hold entirely together. But they end up going to film the movie, and Goomy does this one scene, and he says that Henry has volunteered as a victim, the first victim of the monster. And he says that it's the opening scene, but we see the slate later on, and it's scene 43.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So this is like right near the end of the movie,
When
probably.
did you see that?
It's when they start filming. They do a slate, and I know what a slate looks like, so I knew where to look for the scene number.
Fair enough.
And yeah, it's scene 43. So this is the end of
This is
the end of the movie. Yeah.
Where's the rest
The
of it?
monster has not gotten a victim all movie. They feel bad for
Yeah.
the monster. They say, okay, we'll give you a freebie. We'll tie up this minion.
Yeah, if you wonder where the rest of it is, it's everything that came before.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
they summon Irene, and Irene is this big blob of orange goo that has a million bajillion quadspillion eyes.
I'm embarrassed how long it took me to get that joke.
Yeah, that was embarrassingly long. For
I was
me.
like,
So I'd-
like I is an Irene.
I'd
And
seen
I just
the-
was like, how did that take me like an extra 10 minutes?
I'd seen the trailer, so I had figured it out. But yeah, Irene swallows up Henry, then starts going and wreaking havoc on the city. At this point, James realizes that this isn't how the movie was supposed to go, so he drops the camera and starts running to go and defeat Irene somehow. So Dort is on a date with Debbie, and he runs away when he sees the Irene, and he goes to contact the mothership or whatever. And so, yeah. The military comes out with tanks that the minions then they commandeer, and they shoot Irene, but Irene keeps reforming no matter how many bits they blow off her. Right in the nick of time, they manage to blow a big chunk out of Irene, and Henry and James escape in like a truck thing.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that.
And so they escape from within Irene. And then
It's like that scene from the Suicide Squad when Harley Quinn's inside of like
that's
eye.
immediately what I thought.
Yeah, and like Harley Quinn's inside of Starro and like swimming around.
yeah, no, I've seen that movie.
I'm confused how he was able to steer the truck in the goop. I didn't understand that point.
Yeah, you'd think that the goop would kind of
Clog him up. Also, he was like
yeah.
breathing fine, but then the other minion was like, it seemed like he was drowning.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that because it looked like the windows were open, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a bird and I can't see glass. I don't know.
It's possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
I did walk into an invisible wall today, so.
So Dort then comes back with all of his other spaceships. A bunch of Manians come in with their spaceships and start shooting Irene. Irene is destroyed. Henry and James cast the counterspell to trap Goomy, Phillips, and Howard back into the book, and the Minions are hailed as heroes. Ed had captured the entire thing on the camera, and James re-edited it as a movie.
Oh, cameraman of the year.
Cameraman of the year. Ed deserves
The
it.
best cinematography goes to Ed.
But then the tour guide finishes telling the story in the frame narrative, and
How long were they sitting there?
at which point it's revealed that the frame narrative itself was actually part of a movie about the creation of the movie, directed by James and Henry.
Yeah.
So in the mid-credit scene of the movie, the spell book falls into the hands of Gru's minions, Kevin Stewart, Bob.
Oh my god, those are the people those are the guys from the first movie, the first Minions movie,
and the second,
and also the Despicable Me movies.
Oh yeah,
so they've been in so many movies. They have more credits than Sylvester.
Also,
Stallone.
they were in Schindler's List too. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's where they got their start as extras in Schindler's List.
Yeah, so the credits have rolled on Minions and Monsters.
Yeah. I guess I never thought there'd be 2 Despicable Me movies where Trey Parker tries to take over Hollywood.
What was the first one?
You remember the third one? Despicable Me 3. He plays like the 80s dude.
He does?
Yeah, that's Trey Parker.
That was Trey Parker?
Yeah.
I did not know
his henchman's named Clive, after Clyde from South Park.
I did not know that. Wow. I did not know that. That was new information.
That's what, that's when I saw his name in the opening credits. I was like, why is Trey Parker in this movie?
Why is he also in this movie?
I was like, when's Matt Stone's going to be in the fourth one?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We got to put Matt Stone on
The
there.
fourth movie is just going to be a South Park movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be another South Park special, but they're minions this time, and they go, banana. I don't know. That's the one thing.
That was good. That's good commentary. Keep it up.
Thank you. So minions like bananas, and they're yellow. They're little yellow guys. They wear goggles, and they wear overalls, and they're really evil. And they say, "I'm a minion." Nah.
Yeah.
Bah. Beto.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be 45 more minutes of this, and then we'll get back on track.
So I thought the Minions and Monsters, based on the expectations set by a new Minions movie, was really good. Based on the expectations set by a new movie in general, like it was good. It was still a good movie. Don't get it twisted. I liked it.
I thought it was. I went into this thinking I'm not really gonna enjoy it that much, but it's a movie, so it's like, okay, I'm sure there'll be some funny bits. But it was like a surprisingly competent movie. Going into it, I didn't really know what to expect other than, oh, it's Minions. So I was like, okay, there is an actual like somewhat competent. There's a pretty decent story here, and it's like, oh, they do funny like silly like gags where they run into one door and then they come out of like an ice cream truck and then they come out of a window and like the Benny Hill, Hill stuff. I don't know. I liked the jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So no, you go ahead.
Yeah, this was surprising. Yeah, like it was surprisingly kind of fun. Like it felt like, especially coming after Despicable Me 4, which I thought was like really bad. Like in my opinion, it's the worst Illuminations ever made, and I say that even with Mario Galaxy.
Wow.
I watched this one. I was like, it felt like there was just a lot more care put into it. I mean, it's still not perfect. Like when I give my score, like obviously, like this isn't like best of the year by any means, but like it was like a surprisingly enjoyable movie, and I thought it was like a solid addition to this series, which I wasn't expecting.
So yeah, this movie was directed by Pierre Coffin, who not only plays all the Minions, but directed the first 3 Despicable Me's and the first Minions.
He didn't do the fourth one?
He didn't do the fourth one. He didn't do the second Minions.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
What has he been up to? What was so important? Then he's like, no more Minions.
No, I'm done with the Minions.
I've got to go and do my Birdman thing and be serious, and then go right back to doing Minions movies again.
Yeah, it's hard to say because he was still doing Minion stuff. He was just doing he wrote a couple of Minions short films.
Oh.
But Kyle Balda, that was kind of like Kyle Balda took over for Minions for a while. Kyle Balda co-directed the first Minions movie, co-directed Despicable Me 3, and then he directed Minions: Rise of Gru. Solo or with a co-director. Yeah, with a couple co-directors. But without...
so I think like Solo, the Star Wars movie. I was like, I thought that was...
that was Lord Miller, and then later Ron Howard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kyle Balda ended up doing Minions 2. So he was like the new guy for Minions, basically.
Yeah.
Then...
Not anymore.
He was a bad guy for Minions 2.
Well...
He was not good. I don't know. I did like...
So he ended up not doing this because he directed a live action film.
What did he direct?
Year. He directed The Sheep Detectives.
Oh,
really?
That was him?
Oh, wait, what the... I watched
that's right. I remember recognizing that.
I watched Sheep Detectives last night, and I really liked it.
It's such a good movie. Yeah, I think we have an episode on that one, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be out. By the time you're watching this, it's out.
I love Sheep Detectives. I love Greg from Succession. who plays the police officer. I love.
Oh,
Frank.
yeah.
I love him so much.
He's so good. Yeah.
He's so good in Succession.
Yeah, I mean, She Detectives is significantly better than this movie. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't think this movie was bad. It was pretty funny at times. Like legitimately, I got a few chuckles, few chortles, few giggles.
Few giggles from our just mostly empty theater.
Yeah.
Like Jack said, very good physical comedy.
Yeah.
Which was surprising because it's a Minions movie.
It's hard to not laugh at like a guy getting hit in the head with a frying pan. At the end of the day, it's like okay, I can appreciate that. If it's well choreographed, it's like okay, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, this is like the guy who directed the first Despicable Me movies coming back to do a Despicable Me movie. The fourth Despicable Me movie is directed by Chris Renault and Patrick Delage, who Chris Renault was involved in the Despicable Me movies since the beginning. He co-directed Despicable Me 1 and 2 with Pierre Coffin, and then jumped to the Lorax.
Oh.
The Lorax movie? Wow.
Huh.
Huh.
And you know who that was also directed by Kyle Balda. Renault then went on to do the 2 Real Life of Pets movies with Yarrow Shaney.
Oh, yeah.
And the second one was co-directed by Jonathan Del Val. And then, he came back to Despicable Me 4. So, like, you know...
Why does every Illumination movie have, like, 4 co-directors?
That's the thing. Well,
yeah, and why are they all, like, interchangeable?
There's an Illumination director universe.
There is. Illumination likes to get a lot of their directors in-house, but it's also not rare for an animated movie to have more than one director.
Yeah.
It's pretty common, actually.
Okay.
Like, the most popular animated movies are usually directed by 2 people.
Wow.
Even the ones that pretend they aren't. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, 2 people directed
Who
that.
else worked on it?
I don't remember off
You
the
don't
top
remember
of my
off
head.
the top of your head. Fair
But-
enough.
Wait, Frankenstein or Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
Oh, I suppose Frankenstein was like, yeah.
I thought it was. Why did I think you said animated movie, and I assumed
I was like
Frankenstein for some
It
reason.
was also directed by Mark Gustafson.
the notably
Oh,
live.
I didn't know if there's like this Frankenstank somewhere.
Did Frankenstein win Best Makeup?
Yeah.
I think it did,
the notable yes,
I-
noted for its practical effects. The animated movie Frankenstein. Yep.
No, it lost to the Avatar mocap suits.
Illumination has a bad track record. I'm fairly confident saying Illumination just has a straight up bad track record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, when you see an Illumination movie, like their new trailer for their movie called Not Alone came out.
So just like
It looks weird.
seeing it in theaters, it was the first time that I had even heard of this movie, and it was
Yeah.
such like a surreal experience because 90% of the trailer is like, oh, it looks like a somewhat serious movie about 2 people who like each other, but one of them has to go to the moon or something, and I thought it was going to be like, oh, they love each other, but they can't be with each other because one of them is like on the moon, but then like 3 little gloopy guys show up at the end, and they're like, ah, we're the funny gloopy guys. Also, Timothy Chalamet and Selena Gomez reunite for I believe the first time since A Rainy Day in New York, which is a Woody Allen movie. So
Yeah.
2019 Woody Allen movie. So I don't know what to expect there.
Yeah. Imagine that's the movie that gets Timothy Chalamet an Oscar.
I would be supremely surprised.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh, because Marty Supreme.
Because no, not because of that. I just kind of thought of it.
So yeah, Illumination this year put out the Super Mario Galaxy movie,
Yeah.
which we hated.
You hated it.
It was bad.
Well, I thought it was. I didn't hate it. But I thought it was bad. I didn't hate it.
Hate is a strong word.
Yeah.
At least for the dark side.
well.
But yeah, for an Illumination movie, Minions and Monsters is better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And for a Minions movie, it's better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it the best movie of the year? No, it's not even.
I'm surprised how many people online have said that. I'm just like,
Yeah, no.
has this year been that bad for movies?
I'm gonna be honest. Not like I feel like last year was just so many fantastic movies came out, and like last year there were so many movies that like going into it I was like, okay, I'm really excited for this. That,
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
this year, like Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, I was very excited for, and that came out in like February. So other than that, I've not like had a ton. I've not been keeping. 28
years later, The Bone Temple.
The Bone Temple.
This year's been a weird year for me because most of the movies that I've seen, I've either loved or I've hated.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
there have been
I've
a
noticed
lot of really good movies that come out this year. I've given 4 movies 5 stars so far this year, and we're only just hitting the halfway point. On the other hand, I've given 5 movies 1 star this year, and we've only just hit the halfway point. So it's like, it really has been an up and down year.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Especially-
What were the movies you gave 1 star to?
The Super Mario Galaxy movie, Scary Movie, Mercy, Michael, and Scream 7, and I gave 1/2 of a star to Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
I see.
Oh, you gave that a half star. Damn.
It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
What movie? Hold on.
Yeah, we do a podcast on that one.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that give a 1 star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 as well.
Yeah.
All that to say that this movie is one of those movies that I fall closer to the in-between on, where there's good, there's bad, but not one really overpowers the other, and it'll reflect in my rating, but my rating is pretty close to the average, what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Coming out of the theater, I was thinking, okay, this is a strong 3.5 star movie.
Yeah, I agree.
This is I think a perfectly above average movie.
Yeah, there's a phenomenon in criticism called the 4-star, 3-star movie, because critics typically rate movies out of 4. So the 4-star, 3-star
which I
movie,
can't get behind, because I used to read it by 10 and I got on Letterboxd by 5.
Yeah.
Letterboxd also has a 10-point scale though, because a half star doubles the amount of possible options. So
yeah,
it is out of
that's
10.
really, my ratings are a little bit weird, because anytime I give a movie a 3, I'm just I'm firmly it's in the middle of the thing.
Yeah,
So
my middle used to be 3.5, but now I'm trying to push it closer to 3 with how I rate things newer.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably 90% of the movies I watch I give a 5 star to.
Yeah.
Just because it's I've only watched.
Ooh, careful!
You don't want to snatched his phone away.
I saw all I saw was the title of that list, and
What?
So we do our most anticipated lists every year.
Oh shit! I should probably take mine off too.
We start them early. I don't want Max to see any of the movies on there.
I just saw Jesse snatch his phone away, and I assumed there was something vaguely incriminating on it.
Yeah, a little bit of porn.
Yeah,
A little bit
of full volume.
I assumed it was
A
a
little bit of
picture
minion
of a naked woman or a naked minion or a naked lady.
Naked minion.
Naked minion. This is the 4th movie that I've watched that has come out this year.
Really?
I watched Bone Temple, Return to Silent Hill, Sheep Detectives, and then the new Minions movie.
I'm horribly behind on my rankings for this year.
I have one, but it's I'm trying to just watch a lot of streaming stuff just because
Fair enough.
Because I don't have to pay for it. I'm just at home, so I'm just might as well just watch it.
I need to watch Project Hail Mary. That's something that.
Oh yeah, it's on Prime now. You should watch it. It's so good.
Yes,
It's so good.
I was gonna watch it last night, but my dad wanted to watch Sheep Detectives instead, and I was like, okay.
It's still a great movie.
Yeah, it's I'm glad we did watch it because I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I've watched 31 movies from this year.
I've seen
Minions and Monsters was my 31st. No, that's not true. I've watched 32.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Because I just caught up with Goat yesterday.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's it.
So I've seen a few from this year, and it has been very, very up and down. One of those movies was also the special episode of The Bear they released, so count that if you will.
Oh, okay.
And there are a couple movies that I didn't count because they came out in 2025 from festivals and whatnot. So Obsession and Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die and Undertone. I didn't count those in the
Nirvana,
count,
the band, the show, the movie. Technically got a film or theater festival release in 2025.
The only reason I do count them just because the Wyatt theatrical debut is in 2026, so I'm just it came out this year. Most people I know.
Most people saw this movie this year.
I would count them, but Letterboxd doesn't. So when I just quickly went to check my Letterboxd, it didn't show up. So, but I've seen more than 31.
Yeah, but that's why I always count them just because
I would count them as well.
Yeah.
If I see this movie at the earliest possible date, I can see them. I think it's only fair to count it when that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't get to go to South by Southwest. They banned me from last year.
It's true. After you tried to pull the paint yourself yellow and walk nude across the stage.
I did, and I really thought it was going to work this time.
Turns out they weren't passing the ball. Everyone was focused on you.
Everybody was focused on me.
So yeah, we haven't been talking a lot about Minions and Monsters because ultimately it's not that interesting of a movie to discuss afterwards because it's just good. Like
it's a solid like animated movie.
It's a solid normal movie.
It's not a movie that's gonna blow your socks off, but it's a movie that you might be surprised with its quality because it's Minions 3.
Yeah.
Is it worth a theatrical watch? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Is it worth catching up on streaming? Hell yeah.
Is it gonna make a lot of money? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably a bit of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent chunk of change I expect from that.
Yeah.
So yeah, with all that being said, I say we move into ratings. Do you?
Ratings.
Ratings.
Yes. Well,
Ratings.
I give this a 3.5 stars out of 5.
yeah.
I would also give this a 3.5 star rating.
I kind of already spoiled it. I gave this movie. Well, I have not done my review yet, but it is I'm going to give it a 3.5 stars out of 5 because this is a perfectly good movie.
Yeah, it's just a
It's
good.
not great, but it's like okay, it's very inoffensive.
It's a good solid time. I didn't walk out of it thinking I wasted my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
At
neither.
first going in the first like 20 minutes, I was like, maybe I'll go to the bathroom. But no.
Yeah.
It was
But someone did that when we watched the Death of Robin Hood. Someone just
Yeah.
left, and it was just me and Josie in the theater.
Literally walked out of the Death of Robin Hood, which that's not a good movie.
If I saw it alone, I would have left.
That's a shame. I was kind of.
That's the 6th movie I'm going to give 1 star.
I was kind of excited for that. I was like, oh, it looks interesting. I like Hugh Jackman, but no,
Yeah.
I guess he sucks.
There's the review roundup of all the movies that we've seen that we haven't been letting you in on.
Yeah, including the one we're talking about on the podcast.
That's true.
So yeah, if you have anything to say about our ratings, what we said about Minions and Monsters, all the things you didn't say about Minions and Monsters, or if you have a fun fact about Minions or Monsters, or you want us to review Real Steel, put it in the comments below.
Real Steel.
Real Steel. I just remember we were in the hotel room in Florida, and I remember like that movie came on. I was like, oh, that's Hugh Jackman. Just like that's not Hugh Jackman. I was like, that's Hugh Jackman. I think that's Real
Hugh
Steel.
Jackman.
And it was Hugh Jackman. And then someone commented saying review Real Steel, and I was like, hey, remember that clip in the hotel? That's from Real Steel. And he
That's
was like,
from
what?
Real Steel.
So yeah,
It's kind of like a funny little
Real
thing.
Steel is also like a perfectly 3.5 star movie.
if you
I haven't
leave
seen
us-
it in a long
I haven't
long
seen it in
time.
a number of years, but I remember it being like, that's a movie that like I would be excited to go back and watch and then be like a little bit disappointed by, but think, it's a perfectly fine movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you leave us a comment, then we will read it out on a future episode of the Weekly Spoiler Review. Max, what is our Instagram?
Yeah, our Instagram is post_credits podcast, all lowercase. I've said this a few times now, but we're a little dormant at the moment. Just we have a lot of stuff that's backlog, and obviously, with us college kids being on summer break, there's not a whole lot we've done. But plan to get that back up and running pretty soon.
Can I be the social media manager and post incriminating photos on there? And I post like, wow, it's crazy how just like Instagram note, it's crazy how easy it is to buy a gun. ... Just like, yeah, just sorry, am I ruining your brain? They're not gonna let me back on.
It's okay, everyone's clicked off already. Letterboxd. I'm on Letterboxd at Threnv. That's THRNV like the sin. I have my review up for Minions and Monsters, as well as my reviews for my most recent rewatch of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Max, what's your Letterboxd?
Yeah, my letterbox is at MJ Spiegel, all lowercase. I'm currently working on reviews for Minions and Monsters and also reviews for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, as it was a first time watch for me.
Really?
But yeah,
Wow.
It was a first time watch. Yeah.
My dad made me watch those movies when I was like 9, so I don't remember a ton.
They're not good
Yeah.
movies to watch when you're 9. There's a lot of
Yeah.
games, a lot of things.
That's why like I was actually glad I watched them like now.
Yeah,
because
so
I
you
feel
can
like I
kinda
got
fully
more out of
appreciate
it.
'em.
Yeah.
Yeah. My letterbox is Mad Farter, the number 4 in life. Mad Farter for life. Because I'm serious. I'm serious about this stuff, man. I don't play no games. Mad Farter for life on like everything.
All right. With all of that being said, roll Breadits.